Welcome back to another Plasticon review. Today we're going to cover Energeon Scattershot. Here's Energeon Scattershot in his APC tank mode. It's very cool. It's got lots of crazy detail going on here. It's got these huge cannon piece here that actually can swivel all the way around. It just kind of bumps into this because I don't have this gun pushed in all the way, but this gun here does swivel as well, so you can remove it if you want to, but this does go all the way around, which is cool. He does have the flick fire missiles, so you just push the button and whoop, or you just, there you go, give him a little bit of on that. Very neat. These little missiles are pretty nice. They're kind of bendy, but not really. These have held up really well throughout the years, which is cool. Take a look at his little twin blaster he's got. Very neat looking little blaster. If you do have little tiny blast effects, they do fit the blast effects just fine. So if you guys want that going on, you can easily do that, which is cool. I'm into that. So it's a really neat little thing. Just a disclaimer, do not leave blast effects attached to your guns for too long, because the plastic, the blast effects are actually made out of will stick and adhere to this, and it can also chemically start melting the harder plastic. So keep that in mind when you do have these. They're cool to put on there for photography, but then take them off and put them away in a box somewhere so they don't ruin your figure themselves. Just a little disclaimer. Now, one thing I don't have is the Energeon key. The Energeon key would actually fit here in the back. So you just, this little button here on the back, and it would flip up this missile spam thing, which is cool. Lots of gold and yellow in there. I do like that a lot. But this just kind of flips back down. And it's really not an advantage in robot mode. It's cool to have in vehicle mode, but really not even necessary. So if you even have this toy just by itself, even without any of the missiles, or even the gun, he's a pretty solid little tank guy. So I mean, he can still do quite a bit, even on his own. I do like the colors that are picked out here. It's got some really nice colors here with this kind of a goldish mustard color here. It's almost green. Really into that. I like all the colors here they got picked out here as well. And this is kind of a bronzy color, not even like gold. It's interesting how they use so many different colors back then, because I mean, this color here is also on the wheels and the treads. And he does have little rolly wheels, so he does roll around. Kind of noisy here on my plastic surface, but you know, pretty cool. He does have a, not a complicated transformation, but an interesting one. You pull these, I'll flip these here up first, which will become his feet. And these seem to be a little stiff on mine, so keep a disclaimer on there on that. They may be a little stiff on yours. But you pull this out like this, and all the way down, and then fold this piece here in, and do the same thing here. Pull this out, and then flip this portion here in, and then you'll take the arms, flip out on these little bits here, just like so. And they're on little ball joints, so you can just kind of move them up just like that. And then you'll take his chest piece, flip it down, and then these will actually rotate just like this. And then you got his little wheels here. These are actually on a ball joint, so you can move these any direction you want to move them, really. I find that really cool if they do that. And there you go. Yeah, Scattershot in his robot mode, and he looks really awesome. I do like the front of the APC being part of it. It doesn't have a lot of intrusive stuff here hanging out on the back too, which is nice. It's pretty flat on the back, because this just makes sense to have that back there. Now if you wanted to, you can flip up the this portion here, but it really doesn't do anything, like I said, in this mode. If you want to turn it this way and say it's like a rocket pack, you could, but you know, that's fine. Or if you really wanted to go silly, you can move this up just like this, which is kind of cool, because if you wanted to use the missiles, you still can use the missiles in this mode by just pushing them in like this. And there you go. He's got his missiles around the back. It's kind of smart that it does this. It's not really a necessary thing, but I do find it cool. And it gives him a good silhouette when you have those missiles on the back. You can also take the gun. You can plug this back onto the back of his head if you wanted to. You can give him big old antenna ears if you want. Or, you know, you can just take it off and put it in his hand like you properly should. And it fits his hand. These are all 5mm ports, by the way, though. So if you guys out there happen to not have any guns for them, you can find any kind of 5mm port. It looks pretty cool. And put the little blast effect here I got on there. So you can go pew 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 pew. No, I'm not MGO, so I'm not gonna do what MGO does. Very cool. And you can also take one of these if you wanted to, and you can put these in his hand too, so you can like smack people with a missile if he wants. It's kind of funny. I do like the fact that he just has a whole lot of stuff you can do. The fact that these are on a hinge, you can do this, you can move it up and down. Ball joint, obviously. These move up and down. There's no backward knee on these, so he just pretty much can just do a side kick, which is kind of funny. I don't know if I can actually get him to pose like this without falling over, though. Probably not. I don't think I can. I'm trying here. Up. Maybe not. He's gonna fall over. Not very stable. But he's very cool looking. I do like Scattershot. He's a neat looking robot, that's for sure. And it's kind of funny because, you know, if you really wanted to, you can, you know, blast Decepticons and stuff like sideways if you wanted to. Which is funny. Nothing wrong with that. He does have a really interesting head sculpt. I do like the fact he's got goggles versus anything else. It's kind of funny. It's a little loose, but that's okay. He's been played with throughout the years. He's been loved. That's what matters. But anyway, there has been Energeon Scattershot. And this has been Plasticon, and I will see you guys around as I play more Coming Your Way. And that's it for now. Bye!